So this is Shadha Al-Zijali. I am a student in Modern College of Business and Science. I would like to welcome you, Dr. Rania, and my colleagues Sarah and Ibrahim. So first of all, my presentation title, my research title will be Effect of Skill-Oriented Webinars on the Progress of Employees' Performance, the case of Oman. In this case, my presentation will be focused on the introduction and research gap, research questions, methodology, data analysis and findings. First of all, if I introduce the webinars by the literature review, research indicates that webinars are tools a speaker use to share their knowledge with an audience. The webinars have gained popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic as an alternative to in-person gathering. Despite their whispered use, many organizations and schools have incorporated webinars into their communication strategies without fully grasping their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In light of current global economic challenges, organizations are constantly exploring ways to boost employee productivity without incurring excessive costs. So from here, we come up with the gap. There is a lack of studies to measure the effect and impact of self-oriented webinars as tools of training on the progress of the employees as well as productivity of the organization. So this research aims to explore the gap in how webinars impact employee performance. It offers valuable insights, especially to human rights institutions and similar organizations, because my case organization is specific into human rights institution. The research questions of the includes to what extent do webinars increase the progress of employees within the case organization? To what extent do employees feel engaged and satisfied with webinars-based training initiatives? So the conceptual framework that were designed from this research after the reviewing the literature and the reviewing the nature of the organization, I come up with the conceptual framework that the webinars are the independent variable, uh, increases the employee performance, which is the dependent variable. The hypotheses of this research, including two hypotheses. The first one is webinars increase employees' performance within the case organization. The second is employees in the case organization prefer using webinars as training tools. The research methodology of this study is adopted significant scientific approach that depends on testing theories through surveys. And furthermore, the deductive method focuses on principles that entails experimenting with theories to gather information. So this procedure involves employing structured techniques to guarantee researcher independence and choosing appropriate sample size for making broad inferences. So the methodology of the scientific approach that used here, it is a quantitative research method, including surveys to gather data on how employees view the effectiveness of these webinars. Apply analysis to assess the influence of webinars on employee performance. So a survey was randomly distributed to approximately 50 employees in the case organization. A subset of 30 employees responded to the questionnaire. The data collection consists of survey, consists of 88 questions on a 5-point Likert scale. As we said in the previous slide, it was administrated to 50 employees from the organization under study. Based on existing literature, the survey aimed to collect the perceptions of the employees on the effectiveness of webinars on employee progress. So it includes of 3 parts. focusing on the demographic information of the employees, then employee views on Webner influence on their performance, and the third section was the satisfaction and engagement level with Webner usage. The data analysis, I received 30 survey responses, resulting in response rate of 50%, which is a quite satisfactory and helps to validate the study findings. The reliability of the survey items was confirmed using Cronbach alpha. The Cronbach alpha was calculated as 0.816, indicated a reliable scale label according to the researchers viewed here. The survey data calculated frequency analysis, mean calculations, and standard deviation using the statistical package for social sciences, SPSS. So the research findings included within the three sections. The first section findings that the study sample consists of individuals with relatively moderate positions with various experience. Respondents have a favorable attitude towards participating in webinars. There is a compromise or a standardization in the perception of webinars among the sample. The second section findings include the information purposes that response in general realize webinars as valuable tools for development of their skills and professionals, but there are some variation in how they observe the detailed impacts. The third section findings included the analysis of the section fall into the moderate range, indicating that most respondents reported a medium level of engagement and satisfaction to the webinars as tool of training. This proposes a balanced interpretation of engagement and satisfaction of the respondents' feelings. So the discussion of the findings showed that the survey findings are in alignment with the reviewed literature within the research. This implies that webinars are educational tools that transfer important material to communicate with participants. It's also links with a wide audience, allowing people to contribute to distance learning experiences. It also, the findings supports organizing customized training programs, encouraging a culture of improvement, of qualified development and satisfaction of employees. Webinars are used as tools that contribute to improve professional skills of the employees. So this understanding supports organizing customized training programs. As we said before, the finding illustrates that the performance development of employees observe webinars as valuable for the professional development and job progress. The analysis illustrates the impact of webinars in boosting employee performance in the case organization, which is valid. And it suggests that using webinars for training and development may result in an enhancement of employees' overall performance within the institution. So this is one of the hypotheses that I mentioned before, and it was valid. The second hypothesis is valid also because analysis implies that employees in the case organization prefer attending webinars as a means of enhancing their skills because they lean toward personalized learning phase, potential technology issues, crave face-to-face engagement, and come from a culture that values hands-on learning. The implication and recommendations of the research. Implication of the research include the setting organization utilize webinars as a cost-efficient means for ongoing training and development of their staff. Second, formulation and execution of webinars programs effectively boost employee performance. Third, webinars spark exploration into innovative approaches for improving employee performance within similar organizational environments. Increased skills and knowledge among employees could contribute to a knowledgeable and empowered workforce. The findings of the study have effects on both the staff and the organization by promoting ongoing learning, enhancing skills, and ultimately boosting performance results at the case organization. The recommendations that we may come up with within this research, first of all, motivate organizations to integrate extra online programs of training within their policies and strategies, identifying the prospect to raise employee efficiency while managing budget effectively. Second, more in-depth studies are required to address how webinars would support the productivity of the organization in emergency conditions. So this is the end of my presentation. I would like here to thank my uh, supervisor, Dr. Mohammed Al-Jadawi, and the College, Modern College of Business and Science, Oman, to fund this research. Thank you.